The law of accumulation, what it says is that every great financial achievement is an accumulation of hundreds of small efforts and sacrifices, which most people don't see or even appreciate. My name is Arpit Arora. I'm India's leading personal finance expert and passive income coach, and I'm on that quest to change the middle class of India and transform their financial life in such a way that they are able to have the potential to follow their passion. They have the focus to follow their passion. They are not distracted by money because they're creating enough passive income, and most importantly, they're able to live with inner peace and joy. And that, my friends, happens by winning the game of money. That happens when you upgrade your financial IQ, and that most importantly happens when you are committed to achieve financial freedom in your life, because it cannot happen without a commitment. And it is my commitment to make sure you get all the support that you need to walk and achieve that destination. So the law of accumulation, what it says is that every great financial achievement is an accumulation of hundreds of small efforts and sacrifices, which most people don't see or even appreciate. And the achievement of financial independence will require tremendous amount of such small efforts on your part. Mostly हमें ऐसा लगता है कि one thing that happens, अगर ये हो जाए तो result आ जाएगा. Actually, in reality, it doesn't work like that. As per the law of accumulation, law of accumulation says that small steps, keep on taking, and then one final small step only you take, and then you get big result. You think जो मैंने last small step लिया है इसकी वजह से वो big result आ रहा है, actually ऐसा नहीं हो रहा. It's like going over a ladder. You keep on taking small steps, but the last step shows you the new roof, the new level that you reach to. You in your mind are thinking the last step is the reason why I'm here. It's you're here because you've taken those small steps. And then the final step actually showed the picture to you, actually showed the results to you, actually gave you a different view or a vision. So who is the one person that we can often attribute law of accumulation to, जिसका एक prime example है, and that is Warren Buffett. So if you look on the screen, this is the net worth he had by his age, Warren Buffett. He's over almost 93 now, as it shows here. At the age of 12 or 13, he started investing into the first stock-based investment. By the age of 30, he became a millionaire. It took him from 30 to 56 age to actually become a billionaire. From 56 is where his actual growth of money started. The biggest jumps that he's had are after the age of 83, if you really look at it. From 72 to 83, 83 to 87, 87 to 93. This is where his actual net worth really started increasing. So Warren Buffett was not as famous when he was a billionaire until the last 30 years when he's actually made the major part of his wealth. So what did what learned out of this whole scenario was that it took him 30 years to first become a millionaire. It took him 26 more years from becoming a millionaire to a billionaire. The compounding in his wealth actually happened after the age of 56, which is the retiring age for a lot of people, 56, 60 years. Look at that. After becoming billionaire is when the compounding really started. So often when we talk about accumulating wealth, getting to our financial goals. So the thing that I found, the learnings that I had from this was the one most important thing is that start as early as possible. We often hear it, but just starting early will not do it or will never be enough. You have to be consistent. The key word, the key learning that I got out of this was the consistency. He has a consistency of 80 years of following the same philosophy, only refining it. 80 years of doing the same thing. over and over and over. And that is how he gets here. So RV is asking how relevant is his story in our case where we are looking at passive income. The journey of everyone is very different because what they want out of the journey is very different because our end goal is very different. The learning here is about the consistency of following one philosophy. First, finding the right philosophy of actual investing. For him, it was value investing. And then being consistently improving the same thing over and over again. It's not that Warren Buffett hasn't made mistakes. He often talks about that he could have become a billionaire 20, 30 years in advance. But because he lacked uh, sometimes conviction, sometimes knowledge, sometimes awareness, sometimes his model of investing hadn't developed enough, that he missed so many opportunities. Sometimes he invested in the wrong ones. Because of that, it took him so many years to get to where he is. The main thing is, if I know where my goal is and if I know where I am, it's only the matter of following that journey. And as life happens, as uh, so many social things in life, priorities in life happens, we often get distracted. The one thing that we often have to keep on reminding ourselves, and this is again where your journal will come very, very handy, is that we need to keep on finding a way to still be consistent and keep on improving it 1% every day. Because 1% improvement every day is not 365, it is more than 400% improvement in the year. That is also power of compounding. So what I learned out of this was consistency of doing the same thing over and over and refining it. Because there will come a time when, so most of us, compared to Warren Buffett, started very late. No, I'm sure none of us started when we were 13. If you are, then wonderful. Most of us are starting in our 30s or 40s or 50s, some of us even in our 60s. What we need to do is be able to consistently follow the same method, improve the method, get to a new method, improve the method, keep on following it step by step, step by step, step by step. Then no matter how big the goal is, it can be achieved. And for that, obviously, having the right hand holding, having the right discipline within yourself, taking the right decisions every step of the way, these are the things which are key elements to it.